Hello and welcome back to Career Mode. This is episode number 8. Starting things off here with a Capital One Cup simmed game against Notts County. I don't even remember what league Notts County are in, so that's not need to worry. The reason why we simmed this, home game, they're in a league below us. We're probably going to win it, so what's the point of playing through it? As you can see, we're already gone 1-0 up. I will use this game, simmed game, that's the one, to talk about what is going to happen. We've got 3 games here against Preston, Cardiff, and Hull. The last 2 games are relatively big games, as Hull and Cardiff are kind of in the top 8, if memory serves me correct. And of course, at the end of this episode, I will show the league table as always. You may have seen there, the guy whose name I can't pronounce gets injured, and he's out for 2 months, and that's pretty much one of our main cams, excluding Pereira gone, which was a big blow. Now you can see here, we already have him in the cam position for that game, so to have him injured was a very big blow to say the least. But we are making the team here ahead of Preston. Preston, if memory served me correct, were not that high when it comes to the league. I think they were like mid-table-ish. You'll see at the end of the episode roughly where they were. But because every team we take on, you have to remember, is going to be taking on Forest, Nottingham Forest, our main rivals in the championship, in the next game after that. So basically, we need a good performance against them so that they can try and do better against Forest. I don't know, it's tough to say, but it's really weird how our thing is set up. We are the top 2 teams in the league right now. We're first and second, yet our games are one right after the other. You know, if we're taking on Preston, Nottingham Forest is then going to take on Preston. It's very annoying to say the least. So here's the lineup for Preston. I did see Lindegaard there, but I don't think that's the actual Man United Lindegaard. I hope it's not. Anyway, there's their Preston lineup. A 5-3-2. Very interesting lineup, but it honestly was not that difficult, as you're going to see in this game. However, this game was one thing that's very entertaining. Jordan Ibe there losing the ball. Hutchinson reclaims it, passes it into Hindman, who takes the shot, but it's off the post and out. Very good start there very early in the game. But as you can see, it just falls short and it comes off the post. That's going to happen a lot in this episode. Get ready for a lot of shots to come off the post. That goal, that shot even, I'm almost certain went over the goal line. I didn't check on the replay because I forgot to, but it looked like it went in. And then Dembele gets another post shot. So, I don't know, I thought that goal went in. Apparently it didn't, but that Dembele shot was just so close once again off the post. Completely beats the keeper, but beats the post as well. Later on in the game, we get a throw in here, as you can see. Kind of no one around when we were able to take it, so that was good. A quick throw in there. Kenny plays it in. Back to Baird. Baird into Hindman once again. Hindman makes a good run here, getting through those players. Loses the ball, however, quickly wins it back for us. Plays into Pereira here. Pereira takes a good shot. It's saved, but it falls to Ibe. And yet again, just like in the last episode, a dodgy goal once more for us. It's a very dodgy goal to say the least, but at the end of the day, a goal's a goal. So you can see it's a nice run by Pereira, good shot. Keeper really weirdly saves it, and the ball just sort of forgets to bounce in the manner that it's supposed to. However, we're going to capitalize on that. Jordan Ibe going to make it 1-0 there, and getting, I think, like his 4th goal of the season. So for a winger, he's doing a tremendous job. Moving on though, later in the game right now, once again, Kaney stealing the ball, doing a very good job out on the right side of midfield. Dembele here with a nice run, plays into Pereira. Pereira going to take the shot, but he gets taken down. And it's a penalty once again. We had a penalty in the last episode and a penalty in this one. However, this one's much more severe, as this one gets the Preston defender, there you go, Huntington, a red card for his tackle. And, you know, it's completely agreeable. It's the last man that he takes down, so there is no other option but a red card. You can see here, just slides in, takes out the left leg, not the right leg like I was expecting. Takes out the left one, which was very weird. But Pereira goes down, and there is a penalty. Pereira didn't take the penalty, Dembele stepped up, and Dembele buried it in the left corner. Kind of close though, because then the keeper got it on the right side, but he was too low. So unfortunate there for the Preston keeper. However, we're going to capitalize on that and make it 2-0. It's a nice shot there. Only just misses him. If maybe he had jumped a little bit earlier, he might have got. I don't know. It's difficult to say. I have no clue. Anyway, it's 2-0 there. Dembele with like his 2nd goal of the season. Hoping for a change in that soon, considering we got Ahiana showing about his 7th or 8th goal of the season. Anyway, Pereira again, such a big role he's playing here. Plays into Dembele, first time shot. It's in the back of the net, nicely done there. However, yeah, it's offsides, unfortunately. Dembele with a nice shot, and Pereira once again showing why he is kind of one of the big players of the midfield. You can see him here just making so many runs, as you've already seen. He set up the goal. He's pretty much set up nearly every opportunity in this game. And unfortunately there was offside. Anyway, Pereira once again on the ball. Doesn't play to Dembele this time. Waits, plays it down to IB. IB takes a shot. I think he gets a deflection off the defender and is then saved after it, because it's very weird here. And I don't remember if we got a replay of it or not. Here we go. It doesn't take the deflection, and instead it is just saved by the keeper. And now Jermaine Beckford anyway gets the first shot for Preston. It comes off the post there, and Hindman just able to get to it, but not enough before it goes off the side netting there. Preston getting their first shots into the game, and they are very close shots as well. Moving on later into the game here, and Mobieta takes the header, and it just falls straight to Dembele. That little poacher that he is makes it 3-0, and the game is all but sealed from there. Nothing much happened of any highlights anyway. There was nothing worthy, and that ended the game. 3-0 win right there. The game was sealed after that third goal, and there was nothing Preston could do. It was a good win though. It was a win that in my mind we deserved after playing that well, and it was good to look forward to that, seeing how they would bounce back not only against Nottingham, but how we would be able to continue our momentum heading into our game against Cardiff. Being Welsh, it was difficult to take this on this team because you wanted to beat them, but at the same time, do you let AI that doesn't even know if they're Welsh or not win? The answer is no. We tried to beat them, obviously. So there's the lineup. Didn't show it because it just showed it here. And after this game, I was convinced that Aravidis is one of the worst signings I've ever made in career mode. Seriously, the guy is terrible. He doesn't run. He stands there and he just, every time he runs into a defender. That's like not even when he's on the ball. He runs into a defender and you can't pass it to him. I believe most of this game was spent passing to Lingard as well, as you're going to see. Lingard playing this game as well. But here early on, can I even put that goal into words? I don't even know. 19 minutes into the game, Peter Whittingham with a first time strike like that. Just absolutely magnificent. Terrible clearance by Rohan Ince. Pass by Sadi. Back into Whittingham. And that curve is just monumental. Seriously, one of the best goals I've seen scored this season. Not only from opposition clubs, but from this club as well. That goal is amazing. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, being Welsh, Cardiff, blah, blah, blah. But that is seriously such a good goal. You see Lukaku here, trying to recover just 2 minutes later, trying to get an attack going. Plays it in. Lingard gets through those two. Takes the shot. Gets saved. There's Pereira once again playing. I believe we had like 2 weeks off. I think it was an international break. Shalva now on the ball. Plays it into Ince. Ince looking for a pass here. Finds Lingard again. Lingard takes the shot and it's just wide. Lingard and Ibe, it seems, are really working hard on that wing to get chances created for us. Here goes Pereira now on the brink of half-time, trying to find someone. Guess who's there again? It's Lingard, and that was so close to the net that it was unreal how that didn't go in. But now, probably on the brink of half-time, Aravidis finally does something productive. Passes it into Richards. Richards just plays it lightly in front of him to Labiad, who smashes it into the top left corner, and on the brink of half-time, equalizes the game just when we needed it. Going into half-time, it was too good to put into words there. The attack, we just stayed on the attack, passing it around the box. Now Aravidis finally found a break into Richards. Richards passes it forward into Labiad, and it's a lovely strike into the top left corner. No way Marshall is getting to it. And there you go, 1-1. And it looked as if we had a chance of getting back into the game. But as you're about to see, everything got flipped on its tail, and it just went downhill from here. So here we go. They're on the run here. It's Noon into Zohore. I think it's probably not pronounced like that, but there you go. Finds Pilkington here off this interesting chip, who crosses it in, and oh my goodness. Okay. Let's just take a look at this on the replay. So we have this chippy cross over to Pilkington, who just This... Two great goals scored by Cardiff. First off, a lovely first-time strike by Peter Whittingham, and then a bicycle kick. Ah! That makes it 2-1, and that just doomed us. And here's Whittingham at it again. Look at this, just finds Pilkington with ease, gets passed in, finds deflection, and there's Zaha on the rebound, and it's 3-1, and the game is over. That was literally the game sealed pretty much off that bicycle kick. We just did not react to it. And I don't know who's to blame for that. I think it's the defenders for just kind of ganging around the ball, not really doing anything. I think that's Pereira in the box as well, so fair play to him for the cam for running that far back. However, didn't make a difference. Ball went in the back of the net. 3-1 here, and that was how the game ended. Very unfortunate there, to say the least, and wow, Cardiff played great, we played awful, but there was good news to come at the end of this thing, as I saw, if memory serves me correct, Preston beat Nottingham Forest 2-0, which gave us momentum heading into this game against Hull, as we were still top of the table. So there we go. As you saw at the end of the last episode, we were top of the table, I believe by goal difference. If not, then I think we did it in the other game, in the Preston game, that's it. So there's Hull playing a 4-2-3-1, as everyone plays in this league apparently, and if you don't, you play someone else and you usually beat us. So there's our lineup anyway. As you can see, Ahianic making his return. Pereira playing in every single game in this episode, aside from the one that we simmed. But that is Pereira. He's pretty much turned into a great player this season, and here is him just in outstanding form. Look at this, just runs and runs and runs all the way into the box, gets the cut in, takes the shot. It's 1-0. What can you say about that? This game, by the way, against Hull was very, very boring, to say the least. A lot of just stopping in the midfield, passing around the midfield, and just not really any attacks being created. But this run by Pereira, so beautifully done. There you go, got to get it in, and there's the goal. This episode has some really nice goals, and this one was kind of a nice one as well. I don't know how to pronounce his name, because I can't really read it. Plays it into Abel Hernandez. Hernandez takes a nice turn, nice shot, back of the net, 1-1, just before half-time. It seems as if there's a lot of recurring themes, 90th minute, half-time, penalties, I don't know. But there was Abel Hernandez to make it 1-1, and from then on, there wasn't really much to say about the game. I mean, you can see here, this pass, when using the aerial camera, quite a big pass, nice turn, and just inside the box takes the shot. I'm not really sure who slid there, but kind of looked a bit dumb. Anyway, 90th minute, we got a Lugo on the ball, tries crossing into Maloney, and the touch just isn't there. It's crossed in wrong, and that sealed the game. That could have been serious. 90th minute script in there. Thankfully, it wasn't, and we were able to hold on for the 1-1 draw, but I felt like we should have won the game. I didn't show any of the other chances because there were few of them, and they were all boring and they were all taken so badly. But I felt like we should have won the game. We just controlled the ball better. Anyway, here's the table at the end of the episode. As you can see, Cardiff are now in 7th and Hull are in 8th. Preston are down in 18th, but thankfully their win against Nottingham Forest meant the Forest are now only 2 points ahead of us. As you can tell, they are back at the top of the table once again. Sheffield Wednesday is closing in on us, and at the bottom, Blackburn, Charlton and Wolves. Thankfully, Brentford, who I believe is the only team to have beaten, is one of the few teams to have beaten us, is now in 9th, so I don't feel as bad about losing them. But you can see, once again, still a very, very close table, and now we are 18 games into the season. Things are starting to heat up. Anyway, that ends this episode of Career Mode. I want to thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought about the episode in the comments below, but until then, take care guys, and ta-ra.